So, Gemini, your week commencing the 3rd of February forecast absolutely sparkles. You have Jupiter going direct in your sign on Tuesday. Jupiter is about abundance, it's about expansion, it's the traditional ruler of fortune. The other ruler of fortune, Venus, moves into the most social part of your situation on the same day. But they're both going to forge very impactful links to other players. In the case of Jupiter, it's your ruler Mercury, which is in the part of your chart which is very much to do with expansion, those kind of Jupiterian values. Trying new things, being a bit more independent minded, perhaps thinking about travel. And if you're someone who is really interested in philosophy, maybe your travel plan will see you go to somewhere where you can enrich yourself in the local history, because Mercury being in the sign of Aquarius is great if you do want to add to your knowledge. That could be through an online course. It could be if you've got something to say through publishing information, perhaps on a blog, perhaps even with a book. But the combination of Jupiter and Mercury is excellent for anything to do with commerce. When these two are collaborating, they are the planets of business. Because Jupiter's in your sign, it may be that you're going to take the step forwards towards that opportunity, and your drive and enthusiasm is what can light up the other side. That said, there is a very sensitive collaboration right at the top of your chart between Neptune and the North Node. And on Monday, Venus is in the picture too. If you are somebody who works with people in some kind of caring role or nurturing role, or perhaps in a spiritual dimension, those energies are going to be very influential right throughout February. So that's really constructive. Of course, Saturn has been clashing with Jupiter, and that's not been easy. There may have been a sense of frustration that whoever you've wanted to reach in a position of authority has been a bit closed off to the ideas that you've had. That should ease, and also because Mars, despite its retrograde, is in your sector of everyday finance, actually forges a very stable link with Saturn at the start of this week. If you've got a good plan that's well thought through, that passion that you've got and can share this week, coupled with the diligence and practicality, could be something that really reaches the ears of those in the know. What's not to like? Well, the quarter moon on Wednesday does have the potential for some challenge because it's in the very sensitive 12th house. If there is anything going on in your world that is a little more challenging, what that particular 9th, 12th house energy can do with the sun in the 9th is amplify. So a situation could take a life force of its own on if you let it. So it will be important to stay grounded. Now, as the week goes on, Venus then forges a very influential link with Pluto. Maybe you're going to connect with someone, and it could be in a romantic dimension, but it may be someone that you encounter through a group, a shared interest. It may be someone you already know. In fact, all of our alliances become that much more intense when Venus applies to Pluto, but in a positive angle like this, a sextile, it helps us to become much more aware of who we feel that natural kinship with. So that glow up is possible, but as the week draws to a close, there's part of you that may want to embrace some form of escapism, variety, change. That old saying of change is as good as a rest. As the sun applies to your ruler Mercury in a conjunction, a cazimi, that's going to add extra vitality to Mercury. So if you are feeling a bit stifled or have been, perhaps since the start of the year, it's the ideal time to head off somewhere, perhaps even last minute, and just have a complete change of scene. Even if you don't go anywhere very far, but change your routines as this week draws to a close, it's really going to enhance your spirits in a very constructive way. Have a great week. If you've yet to watch your deep dive February forecast, please see the link below. And remember, you can get your half price personal 12-month forecast, but also life roadmap reports, the combination of them, totally unique to you, fired to your email. Please see the link below for more.